General knowledge quiz test your intelligence. 35 questions on different topics. 3 answer options. 10 seconds to think. Finish the quiz. Write your result in the comments and share with a friend. Let's go. Let's see how well you know this. Which fish can withstand pressures of up to 120 atmospheres at depths of 1,200 meters? Blobfish, shark, seahorse. The soft body of the blobfish is perfectly adapted to such high-pressure conditions. Which ocean is the deepest? Indian, Atlantic, Pacific. The Pacific Ocean contains the Mariana Trench, reaching a depth of about 11 kilometers. Which city is located on 2 continents at once? Athens, Istanbul, Budapest. Istanbul is divided by the Bosporus Strait and lies in both Europe and Asia. Colonies of which insects are considered the largest in nature? Ants, bees, termites. Ant colonies can reach millions of individuals, more than any other insects. Which animal is depicted on the coat of arms of Madrid? Bear, lion, eagle. The coat of arms of Madrid features a bear reaching up to a strawberry tree. Which country officially has no army? Iceland, Switzerland, Israel. Iceland has had no standing army since 1944 and relies on NATO allies for defense. Which city is known as the Eternal City? Rome, Athens, Cairo. Rome is called the Eternal City for its millennia-long history and influence on civilization. Great start. The warm-up has begun. Which invention allowed humans to measure time accurately to the second? Hourglass, mechanical clock, sundial. Mechanical clocks appeared in the 14th century and drastically improved timekeeping accuracy. Which flower caused the first financial tulip mania in 17th century Netherlands? Tulip, rose, lily. In the 17th century in the Netherlands, a single tulip bulb could cost as much as a house. Which island is the most densely populated in the world? Java, Honshu, Great Britain. More than 150 million people live on the Indonesian island of Java. Which metal has the highest melting point among all pure metals? Tungsten, titanium, platinum. Tungsten melts at about 3,000 degrees Celsius. Which famous artist painted Starry Night? Pablo Picasso, Vincent van Gogh, Salvador Dali. Vincent van Gogh painted Starry Night in 1889 in France. Which planet rotates on its side? Mars, Uranus, Jupiter. Uranus is tilted about 98 degrees, so it appears to roll along its orbit. Which bird is the national symbol of New Zealand? Kakapo, kiwi, albatross. The flightless kiwi became a symbol of New Zealand, and its people are even nicknamed Kiwis. Not bad. You clearly know your stuff. Which device is used for instant measurement of electrical resistance? Voltmeter, ohmmeter, ammeter. An ohm meter allows resistance to be measured in seconds. Which fruit is botanically a true berry? Apple, banana, peach. Banana develops from a single flower and contains multiple seeds, making it a true berry. Which of the 7 wonders of the ancient world was located in Europe? Colossus of Rhodes, Hanging Gardens of Babylon, Mausoleum at Halicarnassus. The Colossus of Rhodes stood on the island of Rhodes in Greece and was one of the 7 wonders. Which sport was originally invented as an indoor game for students in the 19th century? Basketball, volleyball, badminton. Basketball was created by James Naismith in the 19th century as an indoor game for students. Which capital city is located highest above sea level? Quito, Bogota, La Paz. La Paz is situated about 3.5 kilometers above sea level. Which animal can shoot its tongue almost 1.5 times its body length? Chameleon, anteater, gecko. In some chameleon species, the tongue can be shot out and exceed the body length by almost 1.5 times to catch insects. Which marine creature has the largest heart in the world? Blue whale, sperm whale, giant squid. The heart of a blue whale weighs around 180 kilograms. Awesome. Your knowledge is above average. Which writer received the most literary awards in the 20th century? Saul Bellow, Isaac Asimov, Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Gabriel Garcia Marquez received the Nobel Prize, Peace Awards, and numerous international honors. Which animal is practically ageless and considered biologically immortal? Galapagos tortoise, Greenland shark, Turritopsis dohrnii jellyfish. The jellyfish Turritopsis dohrnii can revert to its polyp stage and restart its life cycle. Which rock band is known for a song just over 1 second long? Green Day, Napalm Death, Muse. Napalm Death recorded the track You Suffer, lasting about 1 second. Which writer composed his famous novel in just 3 weeks on a single long roll of paper? Jack Kerouac, Ernest Hemingway, Jack London. Jack Kerouac wrote On the Road on a 36-meter long roll of paper in roughly 3 weeks. Which animal can survive in space without protection? Cockroach, tardigrade, scorpion. Tardigrades can withstand vacuum, radiation, and extreme temperatures. Which tree is the tallest on Earth? Baobab, sequoia, oak. Sequoias can reach heights over 115 meters, making them the tallest trees on the planet. Which superhero was created first? Superman, Batman, Spider-Man. Superman appeared in 1938 and is considered the first modern comic book superhero. Wow, you're almost an expert. Just one final push. Which country has the largest exclave? Azerbaijan, India, Oman. The Nakhchivan exclave is part of Azerbaijan, covering about 5% of the country's territory. Which continent has the most countries? Africa, Europe, Asia. Africa has 54 countries, more than any other continent. Which fruit was first brought from the Americas to Europe and became a symbol of luxury at the court of Louis XIV. Pineapple, mango, orange. Pineapple was brought to Europe in the 16th century and considered a rare delicacy. Which metal is most commonly used for electrical wiring? Gold, copper, silver. Copper is the primary conductor due to its low resistance and availability. Which symbol is depicted on the flag of Bangladesh? Red circle, white circle, red cross. The red circle on a green background represents the sun and the country's independence. Which country first introduced paper money? China, Italy, France. Paper banknotes first appeared in China in the 8th century. Which animal sleeps with one eye open? Dolphin, seal, walrus. Dolphins shut down one hemisphere of the brain at a time and sleep with one eye open. Finish. Excellent result. Congratulations. You completed the quiz.
Support me with a like, share with a friend, and take the next quiz.